The auto industry may be back on the road to recovery with GM paying off its loans. And now AutoNation is out with better than expected first quarter results. Joining us first on CNBC is Mike Jackson, Chairman and CEO of AutoNation. I would think, Mike, that analysts that have watched you on the program would have maybe raised their expectations. You've been definitely different the last 6 months about prospects, and it's showing in these numbers.
Absolutely, Joe. Good morning, and good morning to everyone there. What's so exciting about this first quarter is that it's a revenue story. In every category of our business, in every segment, in every geographic location, we had revenue increases, which if you total it up for the company, comes to a 19% increase in revenue. Of course, if you combine that with the lower cost basis, we have an improvement in earnings per share of 55%. And if you look at what's driving that revenue, first, new vehicle sales up 24% in revenue. That's 19% in unit volume, but we also see a $1,000 increase in content, and overall we see lower incentives from the manufacturers, down about 12%. So that means it's both a volume and a margin story. We have better front-end margins, and the manufacturers will also. You see that reflected in GM and Chrysler's story. What's also exciting is the geographic story. Florida was a state that was very hard hit, and it's our leader in revenue recovery, up 29% in the quarter. So you put it all together, and it says a real broad-based recovery is underway in the automobile industry.
We don't have any Forex in that 19% either, right? That's just 19%.
Luxury retail new vehicle unit sales up 9%. Mm-hmm. That's pretty massive.
Yeah.
Yes, the question about the sustainability and the difference from last year. First, last year's numbers were grossly distorted by the complete lack of credit. So it's an extreme anomaly. And this year we have much more normalized credit. TOF made a tremendous difference for the automobile industry. $13 billion in securitization was done in the first quarter of this year. The housing situation is stabilizing. Like if I take here in Florida, absolute volume is up, and the big price declines have stopped. People feel more secure about their jobs. And in premium luxury, what we watch is the equity market and the bond market, both of which are in much better shape than a year ago. Now, admittedly, it's still a long journey back to 16 million, but the journey is unequivocally underway.
Well, it's nice to see you be able to do this, without the government handout of clunkers, whatever that was, that you liked so much, Mike. I guess that... He's not smiling, but
my only point on that, Joe, is if you're going to do stimulus,
yes,
at least
do something that actually works. Yeah,
that it impacts the economy. Yeah, that it actually works. Yeah. So that's my point.
Doesn't look like people did it and then it took away from the current sales either. That was the worry, right?
Now it was absolutely, and all the research is in now. It was 90% pure incremental shot in the arm that the industry badly needed to clear inventories and restart all the factories.
Have you sold?
And so for a mere $3 billion, it moved GDP in the third quarter. If they had structured the whole stimulus package that way, we'd have 5% unemployment today.
Have you sold a Toyota recently? And if so, did it just peel out of the lot and then roll over on itself immediately, or what happened?
That is a very irreverent remark, Joe.
Irresponsible.
In March,
irreverent, irresponsible. Go ahead.
Yeah, there you go. Both of those.
Yeah.
In March, our Toyota business on unit volume was up an astounding 38%. So what I always said through the whole crisis was that what we saw on the showroom floor was the fundamental confidence and trust in Toyota remained. They needed, at the end of the day, to come with an incentive program to deal with the situation. I asked for that. I supported that. It was the right thing to do. It continues into April. But Toyota will come through this. It will cost them economically, but as far as their position in the market, they're going to be able to maintain it.
Well,
but, you know, we also saw a revival of the domestic business in the first quarter, led by Ford Motor Company. So this is broad-based automotive recovery underway, and you can now say it unequivocally here with these results in the first quarter.
looking right there at a chart, hard to believe, Mike. $3 handle in October of '08 on AutoNation. We've come a long way since then. You look a lot healthier. You look better, although your hair is, hasn't come back in terms of gray and darkness. I mean, anyone goes through that, and it's a better place where we are now.
Those were harrowing days. The industry was in a death spiral. I have to say, for our company, we were always conservatively managed for a day of reckoning, and our view was to come out the other side in the strongest position possible. And I think our results here in the first quarter show that we have done that. So I don't want to do it again, and I know our associates don't want to do it again. But we're in a very good position today.
Fantastic. All right. You're not here, you're there. But next time, maybe you'll be here. We look forward to it.
I look forward to it. Good seeing you all this morning.
Okay, Mike.
Let me tell you guys, Verizon's numbers, they're out right